So before I get to work today, I want to tell you a little story about a man named Sean Keane, otherwise known as the Stock Cam King. So Sean came to me, I don't know, a year or two ago, maybe more than that now, 2 years ago, saying he wanted to be the fastest bolt-on car, flat out. That was that. So we started our little journey together. You know, standard stuff to begin with, and then we went decently fast, mid 10s, I think. Won some races and whatnot. Then he said he wanted to go faster, so that's when we started looking into some of our custom work, like our, high ram mods, our exhaust mods, our, all that kind of stuff, some weight reduction and whatnot. So we basically ended up at somewhere around 3,500, 3,550 pounds with your standard weight reduction stuff to begin with. I think it was 19 January of last year. DA was about 0. Still had the wing on the car at Rockingham, and we went 10-10 at 131. And that video will roll right now. So at that point, Sean decided he wanted to go faster, but he wasn't willing to sacrifice his interior and all that stuff. So you'll notice the pictures of his interior next. At that point, we found some more weight in the car. We got the weight down to 34, 32, I think. I don't know. Check the pic. Tell me what it says. I think it's 34, 32. Somewhere in there, we basically gave Sean the car back, let him go back home, and start working on, the details, really. So we kept working on the tune, kept working on converter lockup stuff. We kept working on, little tidbits here and there. And I got to say, the dude works harder than anybody I know. He'll test, go to the track, do everything. Every little detail was worked out. So, we kept working on it, and kept whittling it down. He got it down to like a 10:06. The weather just wasn't really cooperating at the time because we were losing winter, and it's freaking Louisiana. It's hot as Hades down there, and the grains are never good. There's always water in the air. So at that point, I had kind of given up on going 9s. I really didn't think it was going to happen. So March comes rolling around, and he tells me he's going to the track. The DA looks like it's going to be pretty good for down there. I don't remember the grains, but I know it got down to like negative 340 something. So he sent me the first pass of the night, and it was a 10:15. I was like, oh my God, dude, I don't think we're going to get there. So they sent me the next pass. So I made some tweaks, next pass was a 10:06. I really didn't see a lot left in the tune, so I made one last little adjustment. Told them to hit the car as hard as they could, and, let's see what happens. So about that time, I cut it off to go to bed. I think it was a 10:01 or a 10:02 when I woke up in the morning, and was the first pass that I saw. And then I scrolled down on my phone a little bit, and then there was the 992 pass, which the video and the ticket will play right now. Yeah, so it turns out that the 992 was a hot lap, which I never thought would have worked. But the track officials, they re-prepped. They called them back up there to make one more pass, and they did, and there it was. Now, remind you guys, at the time, we had a $5,000 bounty if anybody wanted to come take the motor apart, you know, because people were claiming this, that, and the other. And no one took us up on it. No one. The whole internet had the opportunity to come pay us $5,000 to have us take the motor apart, pull the heads, pull the manifold, all that stuff, just to prove we were legit. And nobody took us up on it. So I don't really know what else to do to prove that it was all legit. You know, some of our biggest quote unquote rivals in the industry were right there and saw everything happen, saw every single pass, looked at the car, looked at the interior, you know, were offered to look at whatever they wanted to, and they deemed not to. So at that point, the car still had AC, you know, all that stuff on there. So I don't really know how to make anything any more legit than that. But like I said, that's the story of the stock cam king. And now there is someone coming for him. You know, they're only like 1,000th behind. And it turns out to be a 3,120 pound car with the driver. So, you know, 300 pounds lighter should be pretty easy to get there. So good luck to those guys. He's in good hands. He's got a good crew. He's got a good builder and tuner behind him. But, you know, this record has still stands, you know, coming up on a year now. And it's not like we can't duplicate it. We had 3 or 4 cars that run 10-0s, 10 teens with more weight and, you know, different DA. So anyway, that is the story. I got to get to work. Enjoy.